Verizon customers. A new report indicates that the National Security Agency has been monitoring your call records since late April. What exactly does this mean? Here are the facts. In a court order issued to Verizon on April 25th, the agency compels the company to hand over transactional data for your communications on an ongoing basis regardless of any suspicion of wrongdoing. This amounts to communications metadata: when you made the calls, what numbers you made them to, including international IDs, how long the call lasted, and where they were made from. This broad data gathering does not include the content of the communications or the identities of the callers. What factors enable the NSA to monitor this type of activity? Well, transactional data is not considered private information. Therefore, the agency is not required to obtain a warrant before collecting it. Monitoring the content of calls is considered wiretapping, and that's a different story. Back in 2002, the Bush administration permitted warrantless wiretapping for years following the 9/11 attacks. This data was shown to include domestic as well as international communications. Facing public pressure, that particular program ended in 2007, but rules for wiretapping were again relaxed under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act Amendment of 2008, also extended in 2012. The so-called business records provision of the Patriot Act, originally introduced in 2001, still permits intelligence agencies to collect broad swaths of information indiscriminately with a single warrant. The White House has defended the order, calling the information a critical tool in protecting the nation from terrorist threats. And the timing of the order, April 25th, has left some speculating that it was related to the Boston bombings on April 15th. The order has a term of approximately 3 months, expiring on July 19th. If you're, say, an ATT customer, are you subject to this data mining by the agency? Well, there's no explicit evidence of other companies' involvement, but they certainly can. In a comment to the site TPM, an anonymous ATT employee explains how easily information can be gathered, writing, "Privacy is a thing of the past as far as electronic communications go. The only protection we have is the sheer volume of stuff flying around, but every year that protection gets less as computers get better at sifting through everything." What can you do? Other than not having a phone, not much. To make a long story short, these practices have been around for a long time. But how do you guys feel? Do you agree with Al Gore, who once tweeted, "Is it just me, or is secret blanket surveillance obscenely outrageous?" Or is it just him? Are you uncomfortable, or are you one of those people who's thinking, "I'm not talking to terrorists, so who cares?" Let me know what you think in the comments. For TFN, this is Annie. And don't forget to check out today's episode of Driven. John looks at when we can expect to see more hydrogen-powered vehicles on the road.